All right. So, how do you start researching colleges? How do you start looking at colleges? There are some ways to begin with online tools, and you see a few of them on the screen. College Navigator, College Scorecard, Big Future, that's from the College Board, and MEFA Pathway, which is MEFA's college and career planning tool. So you can use these tools. You They all work similarly in that you put in information about yourself, your interests, the type of program you're interested in. If you know, do you want to go to a large school, a smaller school? Do you want to go to school in your home state or your home region? Or do you want to expand that search? You can put all of that information in, and that narrows your search. And so then you can begin looking at colleges that seem to suit what you think you want. And that's the key, because you really should take a lot of time to explore, really read about colleges online, look at all they have to offer. These websites offer a lot of detailed information as far as, is it a 2-year college? Is it a 4-year college? Is it public or private? Is it located in a city or a rural area? And then detailed statistics like, what's the graduation rate? When students start at that college, do they graduate or do they transfer out? And then it even gives average annual costs and average salaries of graduates, all of that. So take that into consideration as you begin your search for colleges. And hopefully, what that allows you to do is narrow it down a bit, because there are so many wonderful institutions out there. So you can narrow it down. If you are interested in engineering, you want to make sure you're applying to colleges that have an engineering program. Same with nursing, something like that. So start there, and then you can take it a few steps further. And the types of things you want to consider are, the size of the institution and its location. But you may not know that when you start the process. So you might want to visit some colleges, even in your local area. Visit a large institution, visit a small institution, visit an institution in a city, visit an institution, in a quieter area, and get a sense of the campus, talk to the students. Or even if you don't visit, you can do some of that online too. But that you'll see that as you begin to spend more time doing this research, you'll start to have a sense of what feels good to you, what feels like you might like to be the next step. You may not know that up front. You also want to look for things like academic fit. You want to know, are the students on this campus like me? Do they, colleges have the academic profile of the last class they admitted posted. And you can see, do these students get the type of grades you get? Do they, if they you do take the SAT or the ACT, do they get the type of scores you get? And even if you're visiting a college, are these students studying in the library on the weekend? Or are they having a more balanced college life, and are they at a football game? Either of those is fine, but you want to find a place that fits you academically. And you definitely, if you feel very strongly about an intended major, you want to make sure that colleges you're applying to have that major, but also beware that students change their majors once they get to college. So know that as well. And then learning style, I think sometimes that really comes into play with the size of the institution and the size of the classes. Are you the type of student who likes to, sit in the back of the class, take in the whole class, all the information, and then maybe go back to your room and go through it again and study that way, and do the homework that way? Or are you someone who wants to sit in the front? You want to participate, you want to ask questions, you want to hear what other students have to say, and have a discussion right there in class. You might want an institution that has a lot of smaller classes that allow you to have that participation. And I know there's students who like either and both of those. Um, and you can get a sense of a campus culture and activities and all of that online, but it is also helpful to visit colleges to really get a sense of that. Again, what type of clubs are big on campus, what type of activities happen on the weekends on campus. And most colleges have study abroad opportunities, career and internship services. But when you're on a campus, you might want to ask a little more about those programs. And we mentioned it is a good idea to make an affordable choice. So consider affordability as well. But again, that's not just the sticker price. That's how much you're going to end up paying after financial aid.